Welcome back to Art Class with Mr. Poulos. Today we're going to be making a winter kitten, all bundled up in his scarf. I'm going to show you how to make a shadow on the snow. I forgot to color the sky on this, but it'll look really cool when you're done. So let's get started. Okay, so in order to make our winter cat, what we're going to do is to hold our paper vertically, the tall way, and I'm going to just fold it in half really quick. Okay, and I don't need to keep it folded. I just want to know where the center of my page is. Now, I'm going to draw the bottom of the scarf first. Might seem weird place to start, but we're going to start there. So right on that line, I'm going to draw a nice long line. And it does not touch the edges of my paper, but it's pretty big. And I'm going to turn this into a rectangle. This is going to be the scarf around our cat's body. Okay, nice rectangle there. Now above the scarf is going to be the head. So let's do this. From the edge here, I'm going to come up probably about halfway between the top of the page and the scarf, and I'm going to do the same thing on that side. So I've got my rectangle scarf and two lines going up. Now I want to connect them with a really wide rainbow. So just curve it and go over and back down. I'm going to make some ears here. So for our cat, the ears are going to be triangles that point to the corners of the page, and then bigger ones around that. Let's do some big oval eyes, oval circles, whatever you want to do, with the pupils inside. Some nice big pupils. You can color yours in later if you want, or you can pause the video and color them in right now. I'm going to add my cat's nose, kind of a triangle shape that points down, a smile, and connect it with a line. Let's give our cat some whiskers. 1, 2, 3. It's okay if they touch the edge of the page. 1, 2, 3. Back to the scarf. Let's create some taller rectangle shapes here. One here and one here. Okay. I'm making one a little bit longer than the other just so that it looks like the scarf is kind of knotted up. And some tall ovals at the bottom. The little frills on the scarf. Looks good to me so far. We'll come back to the scarf again in a little while. So now what I want to do is to do the body of my cat. So I'm going to, from the side of my cat, I'm going to come down, make a little bit rounded line. Come down toward the bottom of the page. And I want to connect these with a wide upside down rainbow, almost like a U. So I just kind of made sort of a circular, sort of a square shape here for the body. Okay, just do your best. Any shape is going to be fine. If you want to make your cat look chubby, then you just make the shape a little bit wider. I'm going to draw some little kitty arms, a tall letter U here, a tall letter U here, and a little kitty tail off to the side. Okay, let's make a horizon line. So that's where the ground and the sky meet behind our kitty. So somewhere up under the scarf there, just draw a line like that. Now, it's time to add some decorative lines to our scarf. So what I'm going to do is draw some vertical lines here. Only 6 or so here. It gives me some stripes, some places to put some pattern. And a couple more here and here. Now every one of these sections can get its own design, its own pattern, different colors, totally up to you. I will do that when I color, but you know, this one could be red triangles, and this one could be blue snowflakes, and this one could be green circles, okay? Totally up to you. I just want to show you one more tip when you're coloring your cat. If you want to make it look a bit more like a cat, what you're going to want to do is to add, I'll just use a paintbrush since I have it here in front of me, but what you're going to want to do is add some stripes. And not all cats have stripes, so you don't have to follow this rule, but it will make it look a bit more like a cat that we recognize. So I'm just going to do some sideways lines here, and they get smaller as they go down. Okay. You can do this with paint if you have paint. You can do this with crayons. You can do this with markers. Okay, but I'm just giving him some stripes. And the same thing on the side of his body. And by doing it with a paintbrush, it adds some texture. And texture is what makes things look like they have a certain feel. So this is going to look like our kitty is fuzzy. It's looking pretty good to me. All right. I'm going to get coloring the rest of this, adding different patterns into the scarf and coloring the sky. I'm probably going to leave the ground white because it snows. One more cool tip for you if you want to make it look like your cat is sitting in the snow and has a really cool shadow. I know we think of shadows as being black, but usually there's some blue in there, and you can really see it in the winter. And somebody's shadow in the snow is actually just going to be a light blue. So you can take your light blue crayon or marker, and you can, I'm using paint again, but you can create a really cool looking shadow underneath your cat. Just by making that one thick line, and it can go under his tail too if you want. Okay, now it'll look like my cat is sitting in the snow. All right, I'm going to color the rest of this guy, and I'll see you at the end. And there you have it. Oops, I forgot to color my sky. So you can pick any color you'd like for your sky. Blues, pinks, purples, oranges all look good. I wouldn't do orange with this guy just because he's pretty much an orange cat. So I want to pick a color I haven't been using. Maybe pink or blue would look good. And can't wait to see what you guys come up with. So remember, you can use anything you'd like to color these, and I'll see you next time.